is Robin Chappelle, and welcome back to The Vision. Today I call this video for the queens. I know it was Pride weekend and happy Pride, but when I say queens, I'm actually addressing black women. I've been trying to figure out for the past month how I was going to say this or how I was actually going to put it into a vlog, but I think I have actually figured it out. So first, I'd actually like to get out the fact of the matter that I've been working for myself this past month, and I'm no longer the suicide prevention program manager of Alabama that I got promoted to about 3 months ago. I said I would share things with y'all. I'm real. I don't keep stuff away from people that I feel is important. And I feel that this was important because I actually really, truly loved my job. The first thing that I encountered at my job was actually insecure black women. I hate to even use that word for us most of the time, but there is nothing uglier than insecurity and jealousy and just not liking somebody for no apparent reason. First meeting, private meeting that I was sat down in had to do with black women telling my team leader and my manager that doesn't even work at the site that we were at that the professional clothing that I wear every day that showed no cleavage, I had no skirts that were below my knee. I actually most of the time wore sleeves. But for some reason, they reached out and felt that they needed to tell upper management that my clothing was distracting. When I asked what distracting meant, he, as a white or Italian, whatever man, couldn't even really tell me what it meant as far as distracting, and he was turning red, like, he didn't even want to have this discussion. But another black woman happened to be sitting in the room that was the manager at the time, and she pretty much knew what it was that they meant, and it had to do with my shape. I genetically am built in a way that no matter what clothing that I wear, I'm a pretty curvy woman, and I can't help that. No matter how much weight I lose, no matter how much weight I gain, it's gonna be there. And it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I don't really have room to be jealous of someone else's shape or their demeanor, because no one can be that person can be that person, and I can only be me. No one else can be me. And I'm proud of who I am. I love who I am, and I'm glad nobody else can be me. I love my personality. I came into work with a positive attitude every day. I was happy. I spoke to everybody. The briefings that I did for soldiers, I actually got I was supposed to get 10s on my evaluations, and I was getting 12s. Every briefing that I did, I was covered up. I never had on anything too short, never had on anything too tight, and the comments that I received were excellent. They always loved my briefings. I kept them engaged, and for the most part, even men were saying that I looked very professional. There was nothing that was distracting about my clothing. I was a distraction. And after following this, they really made it like their task of the day to come see what I had on a daily. They tried to do it in a slick way. I'll try to actually say in a fake way. They kept, they reported when I guess they felt, on the days that I was distracting really them from their work, because nobody else was distracted, because I hardly even left my desk unless I went to the bathroom or unless I went to go talk to my mother. And my mother happened to be there, which is the main person on this earth who's always going to look at me on a daily basis and know, like, where are you going? Why are you dressed like this? She would never let me be out of the house with cleavage or anything. I'm grown. And she would still tell me, like, you need to reevaluate yourself because you're more than that. I have been dressing beyond girly and professionally for as long as I can remember. Like, my mom used to always ask me, like, where are you going? Like, why are you so dressed up? I love heels. I love jewelry. I love accessories. I love feeling like a woman. Women, they have this power of being, beautiful and giving someone a beautiful sight to see on a day. You never know who you can cheer up by just looking nice or smiling at them or something. And that's just the way that I'm made and the way that I'm built. I was born out of love, and I love people who love me. I give people unconditional respect to where you don't have to worry about me judging you at first. If I have no reason to not trust you or to not respect you, off rip, you have my respect. And in Montgomery, amongst black women, there is something missing, and I'm not sure what it is, but following that meeting, it just seemed like one thing or another, and it's almost like things were even made up out of air, to where I was pushed out of my job, a job that I really enjoyed, and I was so proud to even get that promotion that I had. And I had to make sure that I gave you some time to think about it and to process everything, because I've been emotional. I got emotional before I even was pushed out, because I knew it was coming, and it was just little things every day. And what I just want to actually say is that as black women, we are so strong when we're together. When we actually come together, there's no hate, or there's no animosity, or no made up feelings about another woman just because you feel uncomfortable with who you are. I feel so sad, and I pray for women that live like that, those who actually really use, 1, their power, 2, their jealousy, 3, their insecurities, and 4, their overactiveness in even having that much to do with somebody's life, somebody's business, or with somebody's attire. I'm not upset about it anymore. I'm forgiving, and honestly, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I wasn't supposed to be at that job for a particular reason, because if I was, I would have stayed, and there wouldn't have been anything to push me out. That would have been what was mine, because God had it for me. But obviously that was not my journey and where I was meant to be. Sometimes things happen, or you're removed from situations because there was something else for you. I really feel that that was what was going on with my life. I feel that's what is going on with my life. And right now, I'm freelance writing articles, different poems and stuff for different magazines, or whoever is actually accepting submissions. I'm still doing my books. I'm still selling my book. No, that position was not my entire life, and no, it wasn't even my goals, but I did a damn good job. You know, like, I really cared and really put that energy into that job, to where it was disappointing, but at the same time, I learned something. I learned a lot, to be honest. And I just want anyone involved, and anyone that I actually ran into that actually was a great person to me, I thank them. And I thank those who are still actually checking on me and who are texting me and know that I didn't deserve what I got. So I really appreciate that. I just want to end it with saying that I call this For My Queens, because queens are grown women. Queens are women who can fix another woman's crown and not tell the whole rest of the world that they fixed it. Women can actually address each other if they have an issue, actually express their issue with another woman, not side-eye them or act like they give them the stomach virus every time they walk in somewhere with an actual positive attitude. Queens are women who know that with their success, they actually just want to make another woman be her best and have success along with them. They're not trying to compete with them. They're not trying to actually get mad if they don't get as much as that woman has, or if they're not as successful as that woman. In fact, they take that as maybe they should actually see what she's doing and take notes from her, instead of trying to figure out how they can crash down her parade. Queens are black women who know that they came from a foundation and a legacy of other black women who uplifted each other because they knew that they were the most of what they had. Black women know that if they actually do join together, that there's this force that can't be stopped, because women themselves are running the world right now. But for black women to really try and just stomp out another one's fire, it's the most contradictory, disappointing action I've ever seen any woman, black or white, take towards another woman. We already have been in a fight to even prove our equality as women over men, and being able to do the same thing that men are able to do. So why would we take from each other the victory of knowing that we're just as good as them together? Those of you who you have this unhappiness, or this like this emptiness that's in you that just causes you to never be excited for somebody else, to never really be happy for somebody else. And older women, I'm sorry, but y'all are the worst. I mean, I would think that y'all would be the main ones trying to give us some props, teach us some lessons of maybe what you did or didn't do to help us out. But it seems to me like y'all are the ones who are the main ones really just unhappy enough about something to where you'll see a young lady and figure out how you could pick her apart. That's not for me. I'm not that type of person, and I don't have that type of heart. I don't have that type of energy for anyone, and I wouldn't even want to put that type of energy into Harmony's life and make her feel like that's okay, because it's not. Don't take away from what makes you amazing. Don't ever lower your standards or dumb yourself down just to make anybody feel comfortable. You go somewhere where you can shine as bright as you're supposed to shine, and people appreciate it. As a queen, take care of yourself and your well-being. Like, if you are making choices on a daily, you're adulting on a daily, you're doing what you know you're doing as a grown person on a daily, take responsibility for all of your actions, and just be sure to treat people the way that you would want to be treated if you were even at your lowest or your highest. It doesn't matter where you are in life, treat people the way that you actually feel that you would want to be treated. Black women, I love you. I think we are so awesome. Like, we are awesome. Like, and when I tell you, like, I just love seeing us do anything. It's a real feeling to that. I need us to do better. I need us to really, like, if we are gonna support each other, we really need to support each other. And that support means really being a true friend to your friends, really actually showing up when you say you're gonna show up, doing things that you say that you're gonna actually do. Like, just actually be a good person. It's not really that hard, but people seem to make it like this teeth pulling thing. You know what? Karma. You know what karma is. And that's all I just chalk it up to. Anybody who's not in my life right now wasn't supposed to be in my life. Things that have been done towards me that I wouldn't even have the energy to do towards others, that karma is just, that's for them. You know, I don't do the revenge thing or the actual just praying bad on somebody just because they wrong me. I honestly want you to be just as happy as I still am, even though you were out of my life. I've been through so much and had so many times of being told to get over something or suck something up or to shut up and just, you know, go be invisible so many times that these days it's the total opposite. I just can't take any more of people just acting like they're the only ones that exist on this earth. I love myself so much now that I just refuse to put myself through anything else that has to do with me being miserable over somebody else's comfort. So if you see me nowadays and I am extra happy, I'm very, very happy because everything is love for me. Everything is positivity and everything is a lesson. And I don't take anything as just this loss or this big hit. I don't think I've ever been down for longer than 6 months. Something always happens to where I'm blessed, and that's all God. So for my queens out there, I just want to tell you, like, if you're really doing your thing, being positive, treating people the right way, and really just out here being a spirit of gold and of pure happiness and of actual just love and peace, I commend you because it's hard. I also built a new author website for you to keep up with my blogs, my stories, and my blog posts. Pretty much anything that's author related and that I write or that I produce is going to be on that site. You'll even get excerpts and sneak peeks of my book that I'm trying to actually get out at the end of this year, so you won't see it anywhere else but there. So make sure that you actually join, that you follow it. It's robinchappelle.art. As simple as that. So y'all, please make sure that you go check it out. Also, updates and events will be on there also for you to be able to keep up with where I'll be next. So y'all, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So celebrate us being able to be ourselves, to be able to be awesome.